Okay, I just wanted to say that my favorite thing ever right now is that Nate Silver predicted the election for Hillary Clinton and then Donald Trump won. And it's hilarious because they had so many facts and figures and graphs and charts and data of all this stuff that they were sure was like reality. And in reality, they really didn't have any clue what was going on. Clearly, because Trump won. You know, he didn't win the popular vote, but he won the Electoral College, and they didn't even predict his popularity enough to get the Electoral College. Like, it wasn't even close. I was watching a lot of liberal sites like that at the time because I was in that sphere and still thinking that way. And I just remember being like, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to listen to this guy because they all tell me I'm supposed to listen to him. And then I do listen to him, and I'm like, I don't really think he's right based on the other things that I'm seeing. And so the night of the election, I was like, well, let's just see what happens here. And by that time, I had already voted Stein. That was the best thing that I could do at the time. If I could do it different now, I might actually vote for Trump. But the best I could do at the time was Stein, and even that was hard to do because she doesn't fulfill a lot of my values and beliefs. I was the Bernie Sanders, diehard Bernie Sanders, and when the DNC did that wicked shit to him, and it got found out, I was done. I was like, I cannot be for Hillary Clinton. I cannot be for somebody who, like, actively does tricky things against their opponent, like actively is involved in the process. And of course, we know it even went worse than that. So after that, I could not possibly vote for Hillary Clinton after being such a Bernie Sanders supporter. But since then, I've actually had a turn of views, and I don't support Bernie Sanders anymore either. But anyways, so I'm a Jill Stein voter after failed Bernie Sanders didn't win the election because of trickery, and watching the election on election night, and I'm like, this is hilarious. And all these states are going red that they didn't expect, and everybody is starting to lose it. My friends on Facebook are losing it. They're putting me in members of groups, and they're talking about how upset they are, and I'm just making jokes because I'm like, this is ridiculous. You guys really were positive your team was gonna win, but what you failed to understand is that there's a huge contingency of the United States of America who love what Donald Trump has to say because he was saying all the things that they want to see happen. It doesn't matter what else you think. Oh, and gerrymandering too. The Republicans fucked themselves by going to great lengths with their gerrymandering after the census of 2010. They went to town with the gerrymandering, and sure, they stacked the deck for Republicans, but then Donald Trump came along and totally used all of their tools against them. Oh my, it's just hilarious. I can't stop laughing when I think about it. It's just so funny. Yes, he's a populist. Yes, he says what the people want to hear. And he was doing what the people wanted to do for a while. Now he's probably been gotten to by the globalists because there's a lot of decision making that isn't in line anymore with some of the things that he pledged, and in fact some of the ways that he promised to be. The decision making is just not in line anymore, and so there's something else going on. But at least there's still immigration control, and that's been successful, and everything that he's doing with regard to making us aware of the dangers of multiculturalism. And I wish I could say fiscal policy, but I'm not sure about my opinions on his fiscal policy, and I'm certainly not for the arms deal that he's doing with Saudi Arabia right now. Because obviously I don't want to see any more bombs dropped, and I think that's part of the globalist agenda is more bombs, more war, more refugees to further destabilize nations, and then suddenly you're very open to the idea of one world government when nothing is working. You might as well try one overarching something. So I think it's very dangerous. Anyway, I was just thinking about how hilarious it was when Nate Silver was completely wrong in his predictions, and I just think it was like a win for the guys that the intelligent people are calling not intelligent, like a win in that column. So, thanks for letting me share. Talk to you later.